Morning, everyone. So today is the day 7 of this little series that I'm doing during Corona. Thank you for doing it. If you've done it, thank you for looking at it. I'm probably going to carry on doing yoga classes, little yoga videos, because we're currently in 19 days of quarantine, 23 days or something of quarantine, and God knows how long it will go on for. So more for my own sanity than anybody else's, I'm going to carry on doing them. So if you'd like to, then please do. And if not, then thank you. And it's been a pleasure. But today we're going to do a little series on back strengthening and opening across the chest. Often people's backs these days are very weak because of sitting like this. So we're going to do some work on using the muscles in the back and opening across the chest, okay? So to start with, come to a standing position, feet hip distance apart. Have a little bend in your in your knees, spread your toes, root into the ground. And then just close your eyes. And take a few breaths here to begin. And then inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back towards each other and down. Feel your chest opening a little bit. And again. And one more time. And then from here, you're going to fold from your hips. Bend very gently. Have a bend in your knees. And come to a hanging position. Let your head go loose. Let your hands go loose. If you want to, you can play around with moving one leg and the other to stretch out the backs, the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Or if you feel like this is enough, hold here. You can move gently from side to side. Inhale, roll up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Shoulders up to the ears and down. And one more time, exhale. And hold here. Now from here, bend the knees further, place the hands flat on the floor, and you're going to come into hands and knees, onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do some classic cat-cow. But this time I really want you to think about the movement of your spine. So when you move it, see if you can picture each vertebrae moving one at a time and incorporate the neck into it, okay? Incorporate the neck into the movement. So you inhale, drop your stomach, tilt your hips and open across the chest. And then exhale, start at the tailbone, curl down. Exhale, 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 bring the neck into it. Inhale, start with the head. Move the neck and then roll down. And keep playing with this a few times. You can move from side to side, but keep the spine, keep the vertebrae in mind as you move. And then come to a flat back, curl your toes under, spread your fingers wide, push into your first downward dog. Keep your knees bent. And you can move side to side, bending the knees more and feeling what part of the back that is using. Inhale, come forward to plank, and we're going to do a few rolls using the plank to downward dog. So you inhale here, exhale, drop your knees so that they don't touch the floor, they hold just before the floor, and then tilt your tailbone up and push back into downward dog. Inhale, come forward, keeping a curve in the spine as you roll forward to a plank. Exhale, bend the knees and push back. Do this a couple of more times. Inhale, come forward, curving the spine, pushing your hands into the floor. Exhale, push back, tilt the tailbone. And then try this the other way. Drop the knees, roll forward, and then come up. Moving with your breath. And then when you come through to a plank, you're going to then lower all the way down. You can come onto your knees to lower down, or you can lower down like chaturanga. Bring the chest forward And then we're going to come into Sphinx. So have your elbows under your shoulders, spread the hands wide, and push your, it's important with any of these moves to push your pubic bone into the floor to protect the lower back. Engage your legs, push the tops of the feet into the floor, and then you're going to inhale, pull as if you're pulling the mat towards you with your palms, but not actually moving anything. Pull towards you and open across the chest. Take a couple of breaths. It's actually can be a surprisingly strong move. You can really feel it in your arms. Exhale, relax. Move from side to side. Inhale one more time. Pull the mat towards you with your hands, with your forearms. Open across the chest. Now from here, pick up your right leg. Bend it towards you. And relax. And the other side. And relax. If you want to, and you have the balance, you can take your hand and take hold of the back foot and draw it in towards the bum cheek. To feel the stretch down the front of the thigh. Don't collapse into your shoulder. Keep pushing into the forearm. And change sides. Keep pushing the pubic bone into the floor and then relax. Bring the hands under your shoulders and push up into downward dog. You can stay here, you can come into a child's pose if you need a bit of a rest, or you can do a few more rounds of the rolling plank to downward dog. And then when you come forward again, lower all the way down. And you're going to come this time into a baby cobra. So again, push the pubic bone into the floor. Keep the hands this time under your shoulders. Inhale, as if you're rolling a marble, roll up. Now from here, your hands are just there for support. You should be able to take them away. So test it. Take your hands away. Use your back muscles. Again, if you want a bit more, then you can take your hands into a fist and you can pull as if pulling them towards your feet. Keep pushing the pubic bone into the floor and then release. Place one cheek onto the floor. You can move your hips from side to side to release. If you want to, you can come into a child's pose. Then coming back, we're going to do this again. But this time you're going to come up into full cobra. So rather than just, well, you can do that again, stay there. Or if you want to, you can come into full cobra. And this time you push your hands into the floor, squeezing the shoulder blades together, open across the chest. You don't have to have your arms fully straight. They can be bent as long as they're squeezing in towards the chest. You're opening. Exhale down. Bring the other cheek to the mat. Release, rock from side to side. Now from here, a bit of strengthening, a bit more of a intense strengthening. You can stick with any of these if you want to, just do the routine again, do the posture again. But this time you're going to have the hands behind you and you're going to lift up both your arms and your legs. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift up, lift up, lift up. Push your pubic bone. This is really sore on my hip bones. Oh, I can't do it. If you bring the weight more onto your belly, then you should be able to, or pushing your pubic bone more into the floor. Try and bring the legs together. Bring the arms as high up as possible. And then release. This time push back into a child's pose for a couple of breaths. Inhale back up onto your hands and knees, maybe a couple more cat-cow. Circling. Come up into downward dog. And then forward and down. And this will be the last one that we do on our fronts. So this time, you're going to pick up the back legs. If you have a strap or something, you can pull the strap around the legs to give you more space. If you can, take hold of the ankle, flex the foot, and you're going to inhale, kick the feet into the hands to bring yourself up to bow. So inhale, rise up. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale, release. Push back into child's pose. Now from here, walk your hands up towards your knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders a few times. And then come to seated position, bringing your soles of your feet in front of you. We're going to lower down. So have your feet hip distance apart. Have your back straight. And then you're going to take the arms out and we're going to lower down on the count of 5 with a pause in the middle. So engage your core. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. 5, 4, 3, pause here. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other to open across the chest. 3, 2, 1. All the way down. So from here, bring the feet towards you and try to see if you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, your knees don't roll out during this. And we're going to do a few rounds of bridge and a wheel if anyone wants to. So, to start with, we'll all just do a simple bridge. So have your palms flat. Maybe just gently squeeze the shoulder blades together so that you're open across the chest. What you're going to do, inhale, and as you exhale, push your feet into the floor, tip the tailbone under and roll up. Gently push your head into the floor as well to have a bit of space between the neck. Don't jam it in though, obviously. Then from here, just take a few breaths. You'll make sure your knees don't roll out. Keep pushing the feet into the floor to get more of a curve. Exhale, come down. Gently move your knees from side to side. And then one more time, inhale, come up. You can do that. You can do another version, which is either taking your hands under to your lower back to give you support and more of a curve. Or you can take your hands into a fist, push the fist into the floor and give yourself more of a curve from here. Try whichever one you want to. Exhale, come down. And then you can do either of those that we've just done, or you can do a wheel. If you're going to do the wheel, be careful, go slowly, bring your hands to fingers pointing towards your shoulders, squeezing the elbows towards one another. And then you're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up so that you first of all come onto your head, and then straighten your arms. You'll bring the chest forward between the arms to get more of a stretch. You can move back and forwards. Exhale, come down by tucking your chin in towards your chest. Lower down slowly. Oh. Let's get them. And then from here, draw your knees in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Come to a stationary position. Pick the head up and draw it towards your knees. And then exhale, release. Bring the feet to the corners of the mat. Take the hands out wide, palms facing up. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, take as long as you want in this position. The longer the better, as I say every time. And that's it. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you again. and loads of love as always, and stay positive.